Hey everybody, it's Jeremy, and welcome back to Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire. This is our Path of the Damned Herald run. We have just finished off the Ingwithan ruins, and now we are over in Gareki Street.
What do you need?
Fingers crossed. Let's do a whole bunch of looting, and hope we get a whole bunch of shit out of this. Ooh, mortification bindings. So we get +2 maximum mortification on Monk. I'm gonna immediately put those on Shody. Those aren't like crazy good, but
Hey.
they're good.
Sure.
Loot all the things. Ooh, medical supplies, nice.
Of course.
We've got a protective Aothasian. I think that's how it would be, because it's Aothas. I think it would be Aothasian. Charm. Darkest Before Dawn gives us +1 perception. Ability activates when near death. Grants Darkest Before Dawn. Ooh, Darkest Before Dawn. 1 use per rest, so +5 health. So it's regeneration. So it gives us a bit of regeneration and some damage reduction for 12 seconds. Nice. It's really cool. And it gives +1 perception. I could use that on me, I guess, instead of the Amulet of Health, because this would be probably the Amulet of Health on somebody. Put it on Shody. Easy peasy.
What do you need?
I didn't have like any special. This small cameo holds an engraved image of 3 stars upon it. The wearing on one side suggests it was often held during fervent prayer.
Something must be wrong with my vision. No matter how much I blink, I cannot make out more than blurry lights in the darkness. But you are quite blinding.
We've got a benevolent option. Yeah, we'll go with that. I'm sorry, but you're dead. Come with me. I'll help you.
Dead? But this is terrible.
Aw, poor guy.
Let me ease this one's pain, Watcher.
Dark eyes solemn, Shody circles her lantern around the departed soul. Aloth flashes a quick pleased smile. Nice,
What
we
do
have
you
a
need?
conversation with Shody.
Got a weight in my lantern now. Almost feel like I can hear the soul when I jostle it around. With every soul, my lantern's getting heavier and heavier in my hand.
How are you feeling? Have you suffered any recent nightmares?
I did, recently with you. You were walking the depths of the ocean, but you didn't drown. And in your hand, you gripped the key to Aora's end.
Uh-oh. Her face alights with a fierceness.
I've seen stars wreathing a statue's brow, and souls flowing like tears over gleaming Audra. And then my god headed into the heart of the storm, where he could find the darkness.
Sounds about right.
Tell me what's on your mind?
What are your... I think we've finished the actual thing. We'll just continue. What are your thoughts on Aethys?
We talking during the Saints' War, or after he died?
Shody taps a finger to her lips and hums thoughtfully. What's the difference?
Well, before he died, he was still Aethys as the majority of my brethren know him. Aethys embodied a human, and when that human got blown to bits, we all believed Aethys died.
Adair points affably in approval.
And I think a part of him did. The part he'd most closely woven into living flesh. The part that represented life and rebirth after death. Which means the part of him that could have survived, that stormed across the Deadfire seas, was the side more aligned with obsidian rot and falling away. that which is death.
Uh-oh. Tell me about Aethys leading up to and during the Saints' War.
I really only know what my folks taught me.
She scratches the back of her head, hesitant.
Aethys embodied Saint Widwin, but during the war, he got blown to bits. That's the thing about human bodies. Eventually, they all gotta die.
Eventually. So, pretty quickly.
As the god of rebirth, of course, Aethys would be coming back. But where I differ from my family's view, and my high priestess's view, is that I've studied the apotheosis of Gone. And I know all about the backside, the downward swoop, the death part of the cycle of life. Abscission, rot, regrowth. What's gone can never be again. What comes back is changed. Always. Even if what comes back is a god.
What's your take on Aethys following the Saints' War?
Then you mean gone. Sure, maybe my god still answers to Aethys as well. Why not? But Aethys died, and death requires change. He ain't what he was. Not in exactly the same way. That's why I think his other aspect, his darkness in the light, is what's burning brighter in him now.
Let's speak of something else.
No need to fiddle-foot around. I'm listening.
Should you be swearing so much as a priestess?
Reckon not.
She grins wide and confident.
But I can't help but be a touch wayward.
Aloth rolls his eyes. So he doesn't like it when she's prideful, that's what it is.
I don't take it too far. My mom caught me once necking in the merkberry stalks. And of course I fight. But I've not done much more than that. And I don't use the real ugly words.
She waggles her sickle around in a helpless sort of gesture.
Sometimes the feelings, they just come tumbling right out of me. Gods darn it.
Adair gives a wink and a nod. That's all for
I'm
now.
glad we talked.
Good. So we've got more peeps to deal with down here on Gorecki Street. You go ahead and quick save.
Nothing but endless grey mist. This is not the afterlife I was promised.
My friend here is a harvester of Gone. She'll help you find your way.
Right. You'd best follow me then.
She addresses the empty air a smidge to the left of where the deceased woman actually stands. But when she glides her lantern through the soul's amorphous form, the essence coalesces inside.
What can I do? At
Nice.
once.
Okay, so we've got Ilari.
Not much cause to come out this way unless you're looking for trouble. Though you've found it.
The young elf's hand drops to the pistol in his belt, palming the grip. The faintest hint of a sneer plays about his lips as he watches you, unblinking. Savia sent me. She needs you to put a stop to the looting. Ilari snorts, his nose wrinkling. He regards you for a moment longer in expectant silence. Then he throws his head back, letting out a braying, unpleasant laugh.
Merle, she must be desperate. Not so desperate as to come here on her knees to beg for herself, but she sent you. No, there's my answer. I get my cut. There's no sense in ruining a good thing.
Diplomacy. Help her out this once, and Savia will owe you a favor.
A favor? Merle, I should buy her dinner, maybe.
Mid-chortle, Ilari's brows draw together. He runs a thumb along his jaw, frowning.
Done. I'll do it. Bon piacco. Can't be too bad, having a commander in your pocket.
Right? He realizes, oh, wait, yeah, hold on. This might be good for me.
Tell Xavier this isn't permanent. Second the water clears up and things are back to normal, we're through. I'll spread the word. Gorecki Street is under lawful protection
Rekshi.
now.
Not Eki. Gorecki. Cool. Alright. Fantastic.
What can I do? Absolutely.
We got stuff. Ooh, we can make so many things. We can make Deadeye. What? Deadeye's actually pretty good. Mouth Char, also pretty good. Ripple Sponge is very good. Taraturu, Svef. We can make Spark Crackers, very useful distracting enemies. Sun Bombs, useful. Corrosive Soul Essence. Shaken, and Raw Damage, that would be cool. Attuned Self still. Moderate Healing Potions. Potion of Deafness still. Scrolls of Tane's Chaotic Web. Cool. Oh, let's head down here and see if there's any loot that we missed. Is a barrel. Got that bloat belly eel. Hell yeah. Okay. Like we are done here. We head back to Port Mage. And let's head to the jail. Go ahead and turn into Savia. And then get Ruggiere. And then head to the governor's estate.
Keeping out of trouble? A little jest. What is it?
I convinced Ilari to keep watch on Gorechi Street.
Perfetto. He's a little shitne, but a lazy one. He will not cause trouble if he does not have to. Easier to work with a familiar face for the moment. I can deal with him later. So, we have one small part of Port Mage under control. A good start.
Nice.
Well, here you are, for your time. If I had 10 men like you, the whole of Port Mage would be set right within the week.
Absolutely. Got some copper, got some quest experience, very nice. Okay. We got a level on Adair and Ajax, but
Happy to
not
oblige.
on Aloth or Shodi. Very, very close, though. Let's double...
Keeping out of trouble? A little.
Happy to oblige.
Keeping out of trouble?
Any chance
A
you'll
little
lower
jest.
Ruggiere's
What
fine?
is it? Kue. Don't tell me Ruggiere has earned your pity. That won't last.
She glances at the occupied cell, her nose wrinkling.
I do appreciate what you have done for me.
See?
So, if you will vouch for Ruggiere, I will lower the fine. 300 pieces will cover what he owes at the tavern. Something you wanted?
Yeah. That's actually not as much as I remember, but it cuts off 100 of it, and she pays you 1,100 for the Gorechi Street stuff, so.
Diverus? Well, good riddance to him. It's your coin to spend.
Okay. Savia pulls a ring of keys from her pocket and moves towards the cell door.
Agrasima, Captain. See you at your ship.
And that gets us the rest of the experience necessary to level. Fantastic. Let's head out into Port Mage Harbor. We need to sell a bunch of stuff, actually. We have so much on us, probably. Gonna be good to get some sellings done. But first, let's level. We're level 5, baby. Oh, we were doing sleight of hand, right? Mechanics is traps and locks. Okay. We'll just start taking levels in that. We're probably going to level up, or probably reset K-Jack. We've got Paladin, and we've got Chanter. I'm not super interested in any of the level 2 invocations. Yeah, not super duper. We've got Thick Grew Their Tongues. We got 1 dozen Stood Against the Power of the Saint. Resistance to Resolve and Constitution Afflictions. That's pretty good. We've got 2-handed style, we don't want. We've got 1-handed style, we don't want. We've got 2-weapon style, we don't want. So I'm not really keen on anything from the Chanter. Paladin-wise, we have Inspiring Triumph. Inspires all allies in the vicinity when Paladins down a target. That's not going to happen very frequently. Inspired defenses when taking damage gain an armor rating bonus against that damage type for a short time. That can be pretty useful. Divine Purpose, just flat out gain defense against Resolve, Might, and Dexterity afflictions. Also very good. We'll probably end up going that, truth be told. Or we could grab Retribution. So Retribution, stacking damage buff. Probably go with Retribution. We don't want to do no damage, we're just not focused on damage. Oh, boy. Doing okay, boy, Bean? Y'all give me like 3 minutes. I'll be right back. Kitty Cat is having a rough time of it, so uno momento. Alright, we have returned. Woody Boy is sad. Okay, we have leveled, we took Retribution. Got some health, very good. Level 4 Adair, get Athletics, get Survival. What do we want to take? Probably taking Blinding Strike would be pretty good. We have Dirty Fighting, but we do not have 2-weapon style, so 2-weapon style would be pretty good. Hey, Odie boy. Odie Bodie. We gonna hang out tonight? So, I think, we think about Backstab, increases damage done from stealth or invisibility. I think blinded targets. I need to double check and see if Backstab's actually useful. I don't know if it is. Gouging Strike. Raw damage over time. Until combat ends. That seems quite strong. But I don't know if what do we have on the table for into the fray? Out of the fire. Probably not super worried about that. Maybe though. Lower their guard could be pretty good. Confident aim would be great. Actually, I've got so many of these things now. So confident aim would be really good. Blinding strike would be really good. Taking 2-weapon style would be really good. Really have right now is crippling strike, right? Let's just take 2-weapon right now. I don't want to mull over the decisions for too long.
Yeah.
With Shodi, we want to do alchemy and religion. We have mortification. We should probably do something like Dance of Death. Two strikes is good, but Dance of Death. Maybe. What do we have with Priest? Might just be better to go with Iconic Projection for right now. Because utilizing Spiritual Weapon has been very meh. It's been a very kind of crap, unfortunately, option. Resolute is bad. Blur Faith is okay. I think I'm just going to grab Iconic Projection. We need to... We're getting pretty close to just having to respec almost everyone. Unfortunately. That's... We already have Merciless Gaze, which is really the thing we want from them. I think maybe we just take Confident Aim. To start with. I think that's pretty likely to be what we're gonna do. It's either 2-weapon style or Confident Aim, and I think right now Confident Aim is the better option. Okay.
Yeah, I hear you.
Good.
We have supplies here. Have a look.
Kind of want to sell all my crap to her. Want to keep a wand. I get a boy. He's a boyo. He's sad. And sick. Yeah. He's sad and sick, mama. He just threw up shortly ago. Just some liquid. He didn't get much. Yeah, it's because he loves everybody. Death's Maw. Oh, I didn't mean to actually get it. Death's Maw. Alright, Death Runes. Being near a killed enemy grants temporary damage reduction. How much? That's potentially worth picking up, because it means as soon... Oh, right, but we can't put it on... That's why we didn't pick it up already. I think I normally try to pick that up for Adair, but I'm less interested when Adair is supposed to be DPS.
What can I do you for?
Okay, let's go see Clario. And we'll be just about done with Port Mage, I think. Truth be told. Body, body, boy. Alright.
Yes? Something you need?
I have some information for you about the dig site.
At last, Belfetto, tell me, please, what has happened? How much have we lost? I must know.
I'm sorry, some of your animancers made it, but I'm afraid Odorisi was killed when Aothis arrived.
I see. I suppose we are fortunate to have any survivors. And Odorisi's notes. His research?
Clario's gaze searches yours with almost feverish anticipation. Give him the notes. I found these.
You did. Gods be kind.
Clario takes the bundled notes from you with barely restrained urgency. Within moments, he is flipping through the papers, his eyes sweeping back and forth across the pages. Major positive reputation gained with Port Mage. Minor positive reputation gained with the Valian Trading Company.
Belfetto! Belfetto! We are saved!
Clario lets out a relieved, almost giddy laugh, looking up at you with a toothy grin. A grin he hides soon after behind a cough and some look of regret.
That is, Odorisi's legacy is not wholly lost. I like to believe the man would find that pleasing.
He folds the papers once again and sets his hands over them protectively.
You say this is all the work of the Titan, of Aothis, and you still insist on looking for him? He destroyed your ship, killed my people. Would it not make more sense to sail to the far side of the world and away from all this?
Ooh, paladin option. I do not turn from my duty.
No, that much has been made very plain to me. So be it.
Aothis is using the Adra pillars as an energy source. If I can find more, I can find him. So that is a rational choice, but taking this choice gives us, again, diplomacy. So we're going to go with the diplomacy. Clario, I need your help. Aothis is looking for Adra pillars like the one in the arena.
It would explain why the giant went for the dig site, rather than attack us in the town, wouldn't it?
Clario sets a hand to his stomach. With the other, he pulls a handkerchief from his pocket to mop at his brow.
Merla. He will ravage every outpost in the Deadfire. That Adra is why we are here. Why everyone is here, in truth. The Valian Trading Company, the Royal Deadfire Company, countless mercenaries. You'll want to go to Nekataka. Queen Onekaza II rules there, at the Kahanga Palace.
What?
Anyone seeking to do business in the Deadfire Archipelago must negotiate with her first.
I wonder what faction I'm going to side with this run.
The Queen knows every Adra vein of worth in the Deadfire.
Oop.
I'm certain she can help you. That is, if she agrees to see you at all.
Who are the Kahanga?
The most powerful tribe in the region, now that Onekaza II has united a host of them under her rule. Ikawa would disagree, but then Ikawa contents herself with a spit of land and a handful of followers.
You promised me help, or you promised to help me.
I have not forgotten. We will get you to Nekataka. And for that, you need your ship. I'll arrange it with Ikawa.
Nice.
Between the two of us, I'm certain we can gather the workers we need. Head down to the beach once you are ready to depart.
Thank you for your help.
Bompiaco. It is only right, after all you have done for me. I won't keep you further. You have a long and
very strange journey ahead.
That is true.
Some advice. After you have had your audience with the Queen, seek out the Valian Trading Company. They make their headquarters in Nekataka, and the company always appreciates good help.
Very good.
Sure thing.
Okay, so I think the question now is do I want to immediately go respec? I don't want to respec everyone, I don't think. But I think I will go respec K-Jack. Because I think I want to put him into mechanics because it makes sense. We're always gonna need someone to pick trap or pick locks, and he's always gonna be with us. Makes sense to either do it with him or with Adair, because I think Adair is probably always gonna be with me as well. But we'll go with me.
Still kicking, eh? What'll it be?
Let me see what
Have
you
a look.
have. Retrain costs 625 gold. Jeez. We can hire people, right? Very nice, very nice. +2 to ooh, nice. I forgot about that. Lasts for 1 rest. I actually will rest. Hold up. Let's do this afterwards. We'll retrain first. Okay, so we're gonna go mechanics and diplomacy. We start with and Hell Higraph crashed upon the shield, because that's what we took. We start with Come Soft Winds of Death. We start with Flames of Devotion and Lay on Hands. I still think we take probably Deep Faith. I think we don't care about anything on Chanter 1, honestly. Which means we just pop over here and we take... What did we take last time? Oh, right. We were looking for something second. So we took Dull the Edge, Blunt the Point. Which is decent, but we are going to have access to level 2s at that point. Do we have anything there that we would rather have? Not really, truth be told. I think Dull the Edge, Blunt the Point's probably still what we want. Okay. We take weapon and shield style. Oh, right. We've got to take one from each. So I think I will take weapon and shield style over here, because I don't think there's anything else that I really want in Chanter. Weapon and shield style, and then we want Zealous Aura, of course. And what else did we decide we wanted to try? I think we were going for like hatchets or something. Yeah, I think we were going hatchet because interfering strikes is one of the best defensive skills you can take. So mechanics, diplomacy, and now we are back to picking whatever we want. Don't think we want anything over here, so with Paladin, we can go back to Stiffs. I think this is where we basically were like, we'll pick up Retribution. Alright. So we'll take Retribution from there. Alright, cool. So...
What can I do?
Makes sense, actually, to start with Dull the Edge. Okay.
Still kicking, eh? What'll it be? Sure thing.
Room, rust, great. So,
What can I do? I'd be glad to.
I think that's going to be it. We're going to go check shops real quick, but I think we're pretty much done here. We're probably going to run to the Engwithan ruins and get that treasure chest real quick. And then it'll be time to head to the boat, which means it'll be new character time.
Swords, shield.
We have, he has Shattered Vengeance, which is good but expensive, and Essence Interrupter, which is very good but very expensive. Swordsman's Bracers, also good.
Why, Berath?
Very good.
Why, Berath?
I think that's good, I'm just not sure. Couple of different things. We don't care about any of that. Care about any of that. Care about that. Okay.
What can I
Nope,
do?
we're good here.
Certainly.
Our money is low. So we have 0 interest in that. Head out of the city. Head to the Engwithan ruins, and then we will be that much closer. That party's impossible. Bugs
What
me.
can I do?
Okay, we're gonna turn on speed up. I turned it off. Okay. There we go.
Happy to oblige.
Don't want that always on.
Happy to sure thing.
I'll try my best. There you go.
Nice. Okay, so we've got a fine dagger. Irido. Very nice. It's actually really good because I think that allows us, yep, another opportunity to upgrade our gear. Oh, we can do something like exceptional. Something like exceptional is way too early. That's way too much money. 1,000 is fine. Oh, we can do veteran scars. Oh, do we want crush damage or slash damage reduction? Resistance to perception or grants veterans maneuver? Ah, veterans maneuver is way better. So I would want to go this route, but and we could actually do veterans maneuver right now, but it costs a shit ton of money, and we don't have that much money. Not even you care. We don't care about that. Who has? Does anyone not have fine? Fine, he's got fine. Keybreaker does not have fine. We will start there. Okay, so the Peridot is going to go to adding penetration to the Keybreaker scepter. Absolutely. Oh, we can still do... Yeah, I don't really care about upgrading Alos leather armor. Really gonna do anything for us? I don't think.
Yeah, alright.
Yeah, getting that Peridot was worthwhile. Pretty cool. Odie bodie boy, odie bodie bodie, odie bodie boy, odie bodie bodie. Odie bodie boy, odie bodie bodie, odie bodie bodie. Yes, sir. Alright, onwards to the ship, and then onwards to the next character. Holloway, Holloway, do.
Good, you are here. Clario has made good on his promise. We are making ready to free your ship.
Ikawa gestures towards your vessel, where a motley group of Huana and Valian workers race to and fro.
I say still that you are fortunate. The ship was nearly lost, but it will float. For how long, I cannot say. You will wish to find a friendly port with some speed, I think.
You know where Nekataka is?
So you will go to the great Kahanga city as well. You must sail north for some time, and then a little east. Take care in Nekataka, outsider. It will close its jaws around you, and you will never notice.
It will, in the fact that the first time I played this game, right, I spent like a full-on 6, 7, 8 hours just exploring Nekataka and talking to everyone and doing, like, not even all the quests, just some of the quests. I realized, and then I was like, I've got to leave this place. I have to leave this fucking city. There are islands. There are so many things to do in the game. I've got to leave this city. Nekataka is crazy big. So much going on.
Come, we will see your Defiant out to sea.
Nice. Hey! You have received a curious message from Harbinger Vatnir. Oh, right. So this is DLC. Let's read it. Wax-sealed letter. This missive, written in what looks like dried blood on a slice of tanned leather, came to you rolled and sealed with the mark of the aurochs. The lettering, spidery and sharp, suggests the cinder may have been shivering as they composed it. Most glorious watcher of Cad Nua, I cordially invite you to a feast to be held in your honor. A community of like minds has congregated at Harbinger's Watch, a small outpost located in the southern Deadfire Sea, to witness the dead flow's rapid expansion. Soon ice shall consume all, and Rimagrand's dominion over dead Aora will be unchallenged. We eagerly anticipate hosting your magnificence, with admiration for your many accomplishments. Vatnir, High Harbinger of Dusk.
We should address the matter of our ship's
Hell yeah.
resources before we get underway.
Okay. Ship resources. We got a ship, baby! Alright, we've got ammunition, +8. Medicine, +12. Repair, +7. Irina was injured. Fuck.
It saddens me to inform you that we lost several crew and most of our provisions during the storm.
Yes.
However, Port Margé appears to be well supplied, and I expect the recent disaster has left several sailors in want of a ship.
Double yes.
I suggest we contract for additional supplies and crew before we return to open water, or our voyage may indeed be a short one.
Agreed. Alright. Immediately we want to save. In the Deadfire, not every ship on the sea is friendly. Hostile ships can attempt to engage you during ship battle, distance, orientation, yada yada yada. It's not that I dislike the ship combat in the game. It's just that I like the combat in the game, right? So my instinct is almost always just board. Let's just board and fight it out, because I think that's cooler. But we might try a little bit of ship combat here and there. So destroy sails, etc. Yeah, we got plenty of stuff. Okay. Save ship. Irina is hurt. Is injured for 6 days. If we put her in rest, I think it does better. Got stars in cook and deckhand. I wish the game didn't do this. Right? So, for example, all of these except Ruggiere, right? They come with multiple chevrons, right? So Irina, for example, is chevroned as a cook and a deckhand. So she's experienced as a cook and a deckhand. Beadal is a bosun and a helmsman. Great. Problem with that is each sailor can only have 4 chevrons, right? That's not each trait goes up to 4. No, each sailor can only get 4. So you can never have a 4-star Irina. You can never have a 4-star Beadal. You can never have a 4-star Eld Ingram. You can never have a 4-star Chitupek, right? And those are your kind of like 4 starting ones. Those are the crew that were originally with you. But that means inherently they're less good than characters you can pick up, or they will end up being less good than randos that you can pick up at a port, which is kind of unfun. But that being said, it's fine. We've got rice. Let's go with rice first. I think rice is one of the starter ones that I'm very open to. And then we've got grog. Grog. Water. We don't want to take morale hits to the crew immediately. So I guess we'll go ale instead of water. We're going to need to buy some stuff. And we're going to sail around the island to Port Margé. Or, I mean, we're going to get... Hey, look at this! Look at this buddy coming with like a man on a mission. Oh. It's almost like it's supposed to be here. As the Defiant leaves Port Margé behind, you casually observe dozens of other ships coming and going, mostly fishing and trade vessels. One craft stands out. An imposing dhow, replete with cannons, crests into view across the Defiant's starboard bow. The flag raised high atop its sails signifies a wish to parley. However, the dhow approaches at an aggressive speed, suggesting that it may not be easily turned away. Face your pursuer head-on. You spin the ship's wheel counterclockwise. The ship swings round quickly, disturbing a gull resting on the foremast. The bird voids a white splotch onto the deck as a sign of its disapproval. You even out the wheel and bear straight towards the dhow. The distance closes quickly, and soon the massive dhow's hull rolls onto the waves beside your ship. Boarding planks emerge and are quickly cast onto your ship, along with shouts from its crew notifying you that their captain will be boarding. Several well-armed men cross the planks, their eyes watching every inch of your ship. The crowd parts open to make way for their captain, a tall, well-dressed man. He peers at you with one impeccably groomed eyebrow raised. Following behind the captain, and in stark contrast, strides an unkempt Orlan. A pair of pistol grips protrude from his belt, and he casually twirls a stocky firearm round his index finger. His shaggy beard, framed by long cobalt blue hair and a widely braided cerulean beard, makes the crooked smirk he directs at you seem almost sinister. Yeah. Seraphin.
On behalf of the Principes and Patrina, I must request we meet in parley.
The broad-shouldered captain up-tilts his chin in greeting. When he smiles, his left cheek divots a shallow dimple. We've got a clever, we've got a attack. You have my attention.
Agrasima. I will make this quick.
He flourishes a courtly bow.
I have heard some marvelous tales regarding your ventures in the Deerwood.
Captain Ferrante is always a little quiet for me.
In fact, you are the first dragon slayer I have ever met, outside of a grave. Some fools would seek to make a fortune by pilfering from one such as you.
Yeah, one of your fools already tried.
He's done his research. Might as well hear him out.
You remember doing a lot of stuff for this guy? Yeah, right? So, like, I'm going to have to figure out which faction I go for. Do I go Principe? Do I go Valian? Do I go Royal Deadfire? Do I go the Juana? Right? I don't know. Under the captain's words, you hear a faint but incessant buzzing. It blooms, overwhelming Ferrante's voice, drowning out all else around you. No one else seems to notice. A vision. Thunder cracks between your ears, and you glimpse a different sun-shod sea behind your eyes. Let's fight against it. That takes 16 resolve. Hey, you shudder your mind, reinforcing your inner self, rejecting the invading spirit. The vision passes, leaving you blinking on the deck of the Defiant, looking into Ferrante's face. He raises an eyebrow.
I believe you have met such a fool. Captain Benweth of the Drake.
Despite the gravity of his words, he smiles grandly, and the dimple cuts deeper into his left cheek. I know a cipher's handiwork when I feel it. Tell yours to stay out of my head. The blue Orlon's mouth falls open.
Careful, ship hunter. Mind that you do not confuse a useful skill set for a non-expendable one.
You little fox shit. Nice, that's a good one. Ferrante glares at Seraphin. The Orlon steps back, blinking away the rebuke, and peers at you, probing. His yellow-green eyes narrow, unfocused, as if trying to remember something. Then the captain turns a warm smile back to you.
My apologies. Rest assured, it will not happen again.
Apologies, Captain. Didn't mean it, really. We're up all night, you know, searching out our friend here.
He looks to you.
You've been at sea a while. Your mind starts playing tricks on you, aye? Well, mine plays tricks on others, too. Usually don't mean much. Maybe see a bit of shadow, hear a bit of tune. Not unless a person's sensitive. Like, say, a watcher.
He winks. I remember the Drake.
Gelarde. Then that should make this easy. I am keen to show my rascal of a compatriot some much-needed humility. I thought perhaps you may care to as well.
For Aunties, for do my job for me, friend. Hope you don't die in the effort.
That's in the head. The rogue words flit through your thoughts like darters. Not quite your own, but not entirely unlike your own either. If Benwith is one of your own, shouldn't you take responsibility for his actions?
Benwith is no captain of mine, Amico. It is not beneath my flag his Drake sails.
Okay.
Yet I do seek to temper his actions when they would endanger the Principe altogether.
How has Benwith endangered the Principe?
Are you saying if we rile you, you will pose no threat to us? Così. Pardon if I do not believe you, Dragon Slayer.
You're right. The captain chuckles, fingers rubbing the frilled collar about his throat.
Word of Benweth's raid on the Defiant will spread throughout the Deadfire. More fools will seek to prey upon you. I would suggest you stave off all others by making an example of Benweth.
Why tell me this? Why would you want to help me?
I will be honest with you, Amico.
He sighs heavily.
I do not favor Benweth, nor do I care for the company he keeps. Such fools and scoundrels serve only to tarnish the Principe's reputable name. But I believe you will be capable of setting him straight.
It sounds like if I defeat Benwith, I'll be doing you a favor. I want a boon for it. The good humor wipes from his face.
Of course, Amico. Work with me, and I will weight your pockets with gold. When you have dealt with my problem, I will prepare a fine welcome for you at my port. Now, a tip for you.
His smile returns twofold, and he nods amicably.
Benweth's Drake took damage during the storm. Eventually, he will need to dock for repairs, and when he does, Seraphin can find him for you.
Nice. Ferrante flourishes a hand towards the Orlon at his side.
He is rather an unrefined creature, but he is a most skilled ship hunter, I assure you.
Unrefined? Begging your pardon, Captain, but I'll be the fucking model of the Gentleman of Fortune.
The Orlon scoffs.
As for Benwith, that sucker of squid tits be as predictable as the tide. I'd wager all my furriest bits that he'd set sail for Deadlight.
That would be felicitous indeed, as I believe the traitor Remaro hides there as well. I quite enjoy killing two men with a single bullet.
Wouldn't have even thought of it if you hadn't brought it up, sir.
Yet you feel a surge of anger that's not your own. Seraphin spins towards you and bows again.
Now, I ain't hardly in any hurry to leave the fine company of the Gentlemen of Leisure, but the captain be right about me finding your mark. Adding to that, you sail into Fort Deadlight not knowing your innies from your outies, you might very well find the locals cannon fucking your boat to sodden splinters.
I love the terminology he uses. It's such a good pirate. Cannon fucking your boat to sodden splinters. I really like Seraphin as a character. Why loan me your best ship hunter?
What venture does not require an investment to be prosperous? Seraphin is an allowance, which I expect you will return in one payment or another.
What can you do for me?
Are you asking aside from my vaunted ship hunting abilities, self-evident manners, and cyclopedic know-how of all things piratical?
Doesn't like pride. Teeth glint between the curves of his smile. Yes, aside from the obvious.
Well, there'll be me knowing my way around Fort Deadlight, so named on account of it being a fortress and all. I got my contacts inside, and I'll be half handy with a gun if shit goes belly up. Adding to that, I'll be right easy on the eyes, or so the lasses tell me.
He raises his eyebrows in 2 quick bumps. Quite easy.
I'll be the old package and a half, Captain.
He bows again, only half as low this time, his eyes never leaving you. So yeah, Seraphin is one of the ones that it's very difficult to keep Seraphin along with Aloth. I think the other one being Tekehu, because they're both so prideful and constantly like, you know, smack talking that Aloth gets pissed, and eventually, it can force a decision between the two. So,
as
done
you
with
see,
that.
Seraphin is both insufferable and marvelously useful.
Insufferable and marvelously useful. Yes, indeed. Seems like you're eager to join me.
Well, of course I'll be eager to give Benweth the old Evo. That half-cock's been a pain in our asses for the better part of, well, too fucking long. You said you met him, I? Seems the type that needs a bullet, don't he?
Yes, he does. What? Are you chasing? Oh, the boy chasing. You can't be a sick boy and be playing games. He's like, yes, I can, Pop-Pop. I very well can do that. He projects his words a tad louder than necessary. Thoughtful, Shodi rubs a knuckle along the edge of her jaw. I know there's something you're not telling me.
Aye, there's boat holds I ain't telling you, Watcher. I ain't telling you about the lass I have back on Deadline. Ain't telling you what we did or didn't do last time I seen her, neither. Certainly ain't telling you about the secret pirate handshake that'll get you in the door.
Berath shakes his head, but his smile widens into a sincere grin. Welcome aboard, Seraphin.
Oh, you won't be regretting this, Watcher. At least so long as you keep us heavy in grog and light on the onions. Ugh, them dirty shit apples ain't never agreed with me, and I'll be suspecting they never will.
Dirty shit apples. He pats his belly as he strides to your side. Very nice.
He's not sleeping near my berth, I promise you that much.
I sail now for Dunwich, my own safe port. I will await you there, should you be successful in schooling our wayward captain.
Very nice. All right, so immediately we have no choice. We are multi-classing everyone, remember? So Seraphin will be a barbarian cipher, which is a combination I have never used. I have no idea what I'm doing with barbarian. I've played cipher pretty frequently, but I have no idea what I'm doing with barbarian. So, really interested to see how this goes. So, you also played pure cipher? I've played cipher on a number of different people. Barbarian's just always kind of one of those classes that I'm never like super interested in, but I'm actually excited to play around with it this time. So, we will accept. What should you do with a drunken sailor? What should you do with a drunken sailor? What should you do with a drunken sailor early in the morning? All right, we have achieved boat. We have achieved full party. Next episode, we will take a look at Seraphin, level him up, see what special items he comes with, etc. And then we will begin our journey into the vast Deadfire Archipelago. If you're watching on Twitch, stick around. We've got at least one more video in us tonight. If you're watching on YouTube, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Bye, everybody.